I separated from my son's dad 3.5 years ago. We were together for 25 years. That's all of my adult life. We knew that things weren't working out, and we actually lived together in the same house for several years after we made the decision to split. And earlier this year, we moved into our own places. I was deeply, deeply sad we didn't get to keep our family home. I bought a few lottery tickets, but it didn't work out, you know? But what we're doing now is working out. It's working fine. Maybe even better. We've decided to try an approach known as nesting. What that means is I've brought a 2-bedroom place where me and my son live. I move out on a Wednesday morning, and my son's dad moves in. We alternate weekends. When I move out, I go and stay in his 1-bedroom flat. I need to learn to travel light, but I am nowhere near that just yet. 3.8 million children in the UK grow up in families where the parents are separated. And there is another way. I know from the work that I do with businesses and business leaders that people can be so creative about coming up with solutions that work for them in their unique situations with the unique individuals that are involved. In my work, I help people to prioritize. I work with individuals, I work with teams, I work with businesses. And it's all around helping to make work and life feel easier. I know that people can come up with such creative ideas. What we wanted to prioritize in this situation is stability for our son, while recognizing that living in the same house just was not working anymore. It was no longer an option. So yeah, I only live in my own home 50% of the time. And here's why. I'd rather I was moving from A to B and back again than my son was having to do that. When I started telling family and friends what I was doing, it's fair to say I got a mixed response. One person said to me, no, you are not doing that. And somebody else said, wow, that is amazing. He won't be a suitcase kid. I remember when I was at university, and a friend of mine was saying to me, I'm really not looking forward to my graduation. Do I invite my mum or do I invite my dad? And I was like, there's going to be hundreds of people there. Surely you can invite them both. And they explained why that wasn't going to work. Because what about the photos? What about the meal? What about the socializing afterward? I don't ever want my son to think that we can't be in the same room together, ever. So there are a whole load of logistics involved, and everything is written down about who's going to do what and when, and we did have some help with AI in pulling all of that together. I move out at 7:30 on a Wednesday morning. When it's my son's turn to be with his dad for the weekend, I move back in on a Sunday evening. We sit down, we have dinner together. We watch some TV together. Maybe we play a game together. It's not always the easiest thing, but I want to show our child that we can communicate, that people who are separated don't have to communicate through lawyers and through yelling at one another. When it's my turn to spend the weekend with my son, I move in around 8:30 on a Friday morning. I work from home, and I'm there when my son gets home from school. Me and his dad, we don't see each other very often when we're swapping over, but we do exchange WhatsApp messages. We have conversations over the phone. It's all focused on our son and what he needs from us. There are some routines that work for me, work for my son and his dad. So we have a joint bank account and we pay money into that each month for things that our son needs. We've even been on holiday together with family and friends since we've separated. We're not saints, right? We get things wrong sometimes. We get annoyed with each other. We get cross with each other from time to time. But this is better than being in an unhappy relationship. I know lots of couples who, it feels like they're in competition with each other. It feels like They're in a competition to see who can get the most expensive holiday, who can buy the biggest birthday present, who can come up with the best treat at the weekend. No, just no, I'm not engaging in that. If there are times where it feels like it's getting competitive, or I'm getting annoyed, or I'm getting cross, I ask myself, what would I do if this was someone I've been friends with for 25 years? What do I want to role model to my son about how you treat somebody that you've been in a relationship with? What matters now for him? Now, I know this isn't going to work for everyone. People separate for lots of different reasons. Sometimes they're quite traumatic. Maybe there's abuse. Perhaps there's dishonesty. Maybe one partner is a completely unreliable parent. Then that's a whole different thing. It's not easy. I'm not saying that. Like many couples who have split, there is anger, there is hurt. But what I now know is that boils down to disappointment. Disappointment that we don't feel the same way about each other anymore. Disappointment that it didn't work out. Disappointment that our future is different to our dreams. And yet there is determination that we will do the right thing for our son. And this isn't forever. We're not going to be doing this when he's 35 years old, right? But it's working for now. It's working. I know it's working because I'm asking my son about it. He's happy with how things are working. Having his own space is so important to him. We get that. We respect that. We honour that. Parenting doesn't have to look one way. We're trying something different. We're trying something else. And it's working for us. So if you know people who are separating and trying to figure out how to do parenting from two different households, please tell them about nesting. And maybe you're experiencing some challenging times in your life right now. I want to encourage you to think about what could you do that's going to work for you that's not the traditional way. What is it that you want to put at the heart of your priorities? What is it you want to put at the heart of your decision making? Test it, experiment, try some different things, see what works. If it doesn't work out, you can change it. Figure out a way that works for you. Thank you.